Hey there everyone, Chris Mack here, and today's episode I'm going to go over gear to keep in your car for emergencies and wintertime and stuff like that. And the reason why I'm doing this now is because here in Wyoming we've had our first snow, and I'm actually going through, this is the stuff that's in my wife's car, and I'm double checking, making sure batteries are good, lights still function, stuff like that. So let's get started with overall equipment that I keep for the car. So this is just a pack that I got at Walmart a long time ago, back when we were dating. And in here I keep 2 ratchet straps just in case she needs to strap anything, because she drives a Subaru, so she does have the racks on top, and if she needs to strap something down up there she can. A basic multi-tool, and then just in case, one of the Soul survival sleeping bags are in there, and then a Maglite, because these things are practically indestructible, and long before EDC was cool, I've always sworn by these and keep one in the truck as well, along with the extra light bulb should she need that. And then on the inside here, I have some paracord, a good set of jumper cables, not like a cheap set, an actual heavy duty set, a couple of bungees just in case, some duct tape. These are some body hand warmers, and what these are, these actually have a little bit of adhesive, and you can put them on your core to warm up your entire body. And in addition to a slime compressor that's got some tire sealant. And while I have a bigger compressor in my truck, this is truly all the more you need for that one-time fix-it for a car if need be. And actually, I'm looking at this, it's got the tire sealant, but it does not have a plug kit, so I will be getting a plug kit to add to this as well. So the other reason why I'm doing this video too is that I've had this pack for years. I actually had this back when I was in high school, and it's kind of on its last legs, and I got a duffel bag to replace this as well, because this is not a bug out bag, this is not a get home bag, this is a shelter in place bag. If anything were to happen, my wife gets stuck, her job is to set up camp in her car until I can get there for help, or until USAA gets there to help out, whatever the situation may be. Her job is not to get somewhere, her job is to shelter in place until help arrives. So let's go through this pack of what I've got here. Got a chem light, got a really nice spork, and we'll get to everything else that goes with that here in a minute. In this pocket, got a first aid kit, some toilet paper, some more hot hands, and these are the hand ones, one for the feet, some more of the body ones to warm the core, another Maglite, a big lighter, a granola bar for fast calories, and then in the main compartment, got some warmer gloves to put over top, a scarf, another Soul emergency sleeping bag, a bunch of Mountain House, and then I have 2 that need to be heated up to help warm her core temperature. But then I have 2 that are granola and cold, depending on the time of year of what's going on, so that way if she doesn't need to heat something up, she doesn't have to, but still get some calories. Again, for calories, one of the SOS emergency food ration bars. And then a couple of bottles of water. I have a thermos that actually has a spoon on the inside, so that way once she does heat up food, so that way she doesn't have to heat up additional water for the food, she can store it in a thermos and then have additional hot water later, rather than having to start an additional fire tab. Then we have a GSI cook kit that's got plate, stove, there's a cup in here. In addition to, I also threw some tea bags in here as well too. So that way, again, for kind of that morale boost of some warm hot tea to go with that. A dry bag, zip tie, a couple of zip ties. These actually belong in the gear bag. And then in here, I did a review on the Esbit folding stove, but this for heating up food, this is actually their camp cup that I'm a huge fan of. It holds all of these tabs. There are 2, 4, 6, 8 tabs in there. Some matches, there's already a lighter in there too. And you can see that I've used this one before to test it out. And what I found is that actually by filling this up, there's enough water in here to do one of the Mountain House meals, and one tab will burn long enough to heat that water specifically. So there's enough to do several, including tea and then the Mountain Houses as well. And I really like how well this folds down into a nice little kit. Okay, now that we've seen everything that is in these packs, let me go ahead and show you real quick a few additional items that I have in the back of her car as well. Okay, so in the back we have the divider to keep the dogs in the back, along with a shovel that can be used for snow, mud, whatever it might be, a snow brush and ice scraper. Over here we've got a little dog water thing that hangs off of there, and underneath these we've got carabiners that we can hook the leashes to, so that way if the dogs want to be able to, when we're parked, they can have some running space with their leashes being hooked in here. And then underneath, we've got a lot of water, some Gatorade, some motor oil, just in case, along with a warm blanket, funnel for the motor oil, some gloves, some spare dog food, first aid kit, rubber mallet, and a rag for checking the oil, and then in addition to some rock salt for underneath tires if we need to. All right, I'll have as many links for things as I can find down in the description. Some of this stuff isn't being made anymore because I've had this pack set up for her for a very, very long time. But, you know, another thing to keep in mind though too is don't go out buying stuff that if you don't necessarily need it, and go check through your house and see what you have before you go buying stuff too. I mean, this is a scarf that was given to me by a previous employer. The company, they gave these out as a Christmas gift one year. Hot packs are easy. You don't need to go buy camp toilet paper. This is truly a roll that was coming down to the end, and I just flattened it out and vac sealed it so that way it was good to go. Thermos, this is kind of a higher end one, but you can get like the little kid thermoses that have the spoon and stuff in too, and they're not as expensive. When it comes to first aid kits, I supplement most of these anyhow because you'll buy them, and 70% of what's in here are Band-Aids. So this is a regular first aid kit, but I've also supplemented and added other stuff in here as well. Same goes with the gloves. These are an extra set that I had. I think these came in a pack of 5. So don't go thinking you need to buy outrageous stuff. This cook kit here is, while it's not all that expensive, I actually got this at Bass Pro a while back, and it's because I had points saved up on my Bass Pro Cabela's card, so I was able to get this for nothing. Same thing goes with this camp stove. While I really like it, again, it was from saved up points, and I actually didn't spend any money on it. So take a look around, see the kind of stuff that you have. This is just to give you some ideas on what you could throw in your kit, and some stuff maybe you forgot that you need to add in there. All right, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, it's Chris Mack.